Hey everyone, Kane here, and in this one we're gonna talk about the Nightfire monster. I know it's kind of late, I was really busy yesterday evening and I didn't have much time to even do this event. I did it only in this morning per se, and I tried it a couple of times and I managed to get 106 billion damage. With some more messing about, with some more adjusting, I could perhaps even manage 110, likely. So, what have I done? The first thing is, of course, all the time we go on to prisms. So you have to have particular amount of prisms. So you have to have powder prep, you have to have rapid strike, you have to have other prisms like arcane radiant, guardian, and even balrog with a max HP prism. And I'm gonna touch on that in just a second as well. As you can see, Fearsome Aura on another Gladiator as well, imparts weakened armor, and of course increases damage taken by affected enemies. Then, one moment, we have, let's see, Arcane Radiant and Guardian tier 10. This is probably one of the more important ones as well, that you have to have on your field. After that comes a few artifacts that you can field. After that comes a few trinkets as well as, let's say, hero masteries. So, in terms of Avalon, he covers majority of the archers for me. So he has the weapon, Heaven's Edge, friendly units at the start of the battle start with higher morale. Basically, at the very beginning, you have a second or 1.5 seconds where your archers run towards the boss and can do some damage. So with a potential morale boost, they fire a few more arrows, do more damage, and quite a few archers can do that before they get stunned. Or if you retry 10, 20, 30 times, you may luck out and the boss just sees one part of the field while the other half of your field can still do damage. So this can sometimes help out, situational, but can sometimes help out. Then of course you have Flores Degra necklace, 30% lifesteal, bonus healing received, a must have to keep your archers full HP. Then of course you have a Seraphic Ring, 15% bonus damage to nearby friendly ranged units. Then you have a general set. So this one is irrelevant for Sylvani Blue Archers. However, this one grants protective shield to nearby allies, blocks one instance of incoming damage that is greater than 20% of their HP. So the boss at 1 minute or 30 seconds left does some huge DPS like damage bursts or whatever, and this can block one of the procs of that damage. So if you have it on specific placements or fields or whatever, could actually help you out and not get some of your ranged army killed. Apart from that, of course, potential plays some part in increasing some of your score. So Warhorn would increase your score by 1 or 2 billion, uh, depending how many times you retry and if some part of your field is not CC'd, so the archers can do damage. So this could increase a little bit more than just a few billion, who knows. Then of course you have, I guess, other buffers like Alana, which I guess buffs critical hit rate bonus for some amount of seconds. Then I think you have one at 50 or 35. One moment, where is it? God damn it. Oh, this buff's only accuracy, so it doesn't matter. Never mind. And then of course you have, let's see, Gazul with Fearsome Aura, which increases the magic damage taken by enemy. I think this works on boss. I'm not entirely sure, but this is what I use in majority of PvP or events. So again, I'm not entirely sure. Then I have this. I swapped his abilities before. You need level 9 and level 9 on here. So this is attack or attack speed, and the other one is attack. So do keep that in mind. This will buff the archer's damage. You have, one moment. Where is it? You have Yip. Of course, potential could also increase his Tailwind, but that requires level 70. That increases the width, as well as I have Tailwind level 10 for highest impact as possible. Then of course we have Denji, but I haven't leveled leveled him, since I can't really use him. He would just die in an instant if he's not level 70. What he does is he has Spin Strike. The enemies he damages imparts weakened armor for 3 seconds. Affected, let's say, things take 34% more damage. So this is actually pretty decent, since you can level it to like 46, 47%, I think, at level 10 or so. And with potential, you can make it, I think, even 60% or something like that. So it is pretty frigging good. Then, of course, you have artifacts like, let's say, Hellguard, damage suffered by nearby enemy units by a percentage. You have Balrog, which kind of heals even with his Warmaker's main, so grants gradual health recovery, scales with max hero HP. So that is why I gave him a Prism with more HP. He has a bit more HP, and he can do some sort of healing. Then, of course, you have the Basric. So Basric has an ability called Vampire Bats. Enemies take increased damage. Then, of course, you have Sprig, which if you get, or rather get potential... wait, 1 moment. Oh, he needs 50. Oh, he needs 50 for the Archer bonus. Oh my god. So, yeah, this also increases their attack and HP. But my god, 50, that is wow. And after that, like I said, Solaris with Fearsome Aura. I'm not sure if Solaris, or rather, sorry, Aryan abilities count. I have Bloodthirst level 10, chance of taking crit damage increased for Blood Cursed units. Then I have Tainted Blood, increases magic damage done to inflicted units. And then I have Corruption, reducing their evade. I'm not sure what stats boss has, whether this procs on boss. You also have Kitano with the Aura Blade. 1 moment. Kitano's basic attack inflicts Dark Aura. Target takes an additional damage or whatever, right? So you can, use that. And I think with the buffs, it's pretty much done. Now, the other thing is I have Avalon with a few buffs. So as you can see, I have mirrored him with an artifact. I didn't use any buff in particular on these. And what I did else was I have Hero Mastery, and I used 2 decent, I guess, Masteries on Avalon, buffing probably majority of the archers on the field. Probably more than like 60, 75% or so of the archers. And they do happen to gain those buffs or benefits quite heavily. So I have Divine 10 on my Avalon. I'm not gonna show it or show the hero masteries of these. A lot of people happen to change them. A lot of people talk nonsense because they saw it in a video or whatever, or that I used with literally zero context. So I try to not even open some of these windows majority of the time, unless I literally mess them up myself just for an event. I know I use some others in this one, so again, sorry, I'm not gonna show these things. So, Divine 10 on Avalon, and one of the 3 command abilities on the, I suppose, main buffer. So you have Command 2, Command 6, which doesn't require where it can be placed, I think. And then you have Command 10, which you also require where the hero needs to be placed. So you have to choose Command 2 or Command 10 on Avalon as well. And that was pretty much what I made to score 106 billion damage. But, of course, we have more things to adjust, like always, so most of these videos become pretty friggin' long. So abilities of the Event Dragon: Blessed Electrified Scales, Ferocity, Barbarism, Alacrity, True Shot Aura. You have greater abilities that can also improve their damage, but I don't have them. In terms of Draconic, you have Awaken. I have tier 4 on this. Level 50, increasing its attack. Of course, you can level these evenly to increase accuracy and attack, then eventually increases attack and HP of all troops. But I just level this ability just generally because it does the exact same thing, and I don't have enough dust to make it level 30, all of them. I think, I'm not sure, so I just leveled it just mainly. Aside from that, of course, Reliquary, like always. Let's see what I used. I used majority of these except this one for attack speed on the archers. As you can see, attack speed, of course, a little bit of healing. Then, of course, attack speed, first 30 seconds, more attack and damage reduced. Then critical damage for the archers. Then, of course, I used attack and physical damage. However, about this, I'm not entirely sure whether or not the magic damage is better or not, since I did not have a reset. So in terms of this, it is up to you to test which one of these performs better. If you have sets you have not selected, you can literally just do majority of those windows to the way you had or have seen, and then just put the difference in terms of these right here, and check whether or not a lot of the damage changes. I'm not entirely sure. As I said, I am not able to test the difference. Aside from that, I think that's pretty much it. In terms of armory, it doesn't really count unless you have tier 4. And tier 4 is gradually... No, it doesn't matter regardless. So you need tier 6 for it to matter, because whenever this thing appears, it appears at the place that the archers had to be in, which means if you have Avalon, if they run to the boss, basically this appears after the archers had already ran away, and this buff has 0 effect. So armory literally doesn't matter in terms of the skills, unless of course you have rogues, they do some damage or whatever. And pretty much, I suppose that's it for what I have set up. Like, I had a lot of changes. I probably redid some of those changes by testing as well, because I had Ophidia, and as well I can swap her potential or whatever. I was testing quite a few things, even with the necromancers. So I will have to swap stuff for maybe 10 minutes after this video as well. That is how literally insane some of these events become, because we only have like 5 sets for stuff like this. In terms of formation, unfortunately, a friend gave me the formation and I tried it, and he didn't want the formation to be public. So, or rather, if I would do that formation, likely the people on his server would score higher. So I can't really show you the formation without, making my buddy kind of, lose rankings or so. So I don't want to be a dick to him, and he helped me out. So basically, imagine that you can set your heroes in a way that you can cover the entire field as well with your archers. You can also put heroes frontline. They don't really die for probably 30 seconds or more, where majority of your damage does count. So do keep that in mind. I had literally 0 squares on my field wasted. Entire field was placed. So do keep in mind, you can work on the placement yourself. There will be still time, I guess, like 2 hours or so. You can mess around if you had formation, and pretty much try to score it or prepare next time for the event. But my god, every single friggin' event takes like friggin' 10, 15, 30 minutes to actually swap so much shit around just to do one event to like a top few rankings. It's just friggin' crazy, bro. It's insane. Anyways, that's pretty much it for the video. Do let me know in the comments down below if it was helpful and if it did help you out. Unfortunately, again, I'm sorry this video was pretty late. Likely some people may not improve their scores or so. But again, it's better late than never. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Take care and stay safe out there.